Hi, my name is Lacey. I'm a mother to Liam Park. He is 8 years old now. He is diagnosed with autism level 3, which is the most severe. So before Brain Balance, our life was very closed off. He kept to himself a lot. He was stuck in his own mind. He wasn't really willing to join the outside world. He was very rigid. He preferred very specific things to be in a certain way and had a very difficult time accepting anything that went against the way that he wanted. And so we dealt with a lot of emotional dysregulation, some aggression. He was very limited with his verbal communication skills. So for us, it was really hard to understand what those specific triggers were when they did happen. In school, the teachers were having a hard time understanding him as well. And so they kept coming to me for help. And I was kind of at a loss myself because a lot of times it's a guessing game. It felt isolating and it felt very limiting for us to do outside curricular activities because he didn't respond the way other kids did. And honestly, as a mom, I was getting tired. One late evening, as I always do some Google searches, I came across an ad for Brain Balance, and I was really intrigued because the holistic approach behind it, because I was not comfortable putting my child on any medication at this point because he wouldn't be able to communicate any discomfort from side effects that could happen. And again, I didn't want to play a guessing game. I saw that, I looked into it, I called the center, arranged a meeting to come and see the facility and meet the staff, and then we enrolled and never looked back. Initially, I was worried because Liam was already in school full time, and then he also has ABA therapy right after for 2.5 hours, and then Brain Balance was the last stop in our day. And so I wasn't sure if he could endure that long schedule to begin with. However, he really surprised us because he has such a good time here, and when we were coming here 3 times a week, he literally looked forward to Brain Balance every time. And just the smile whenever we're on our way here, the way he asks for it. So that quickly diminished any worries I had in terms of his ability to handle the schedule because he loved it here. As a parent, I always felt very welcomed here, very supported. Like just coming in the building, I could feel all that tension that I hold on to just immediately release for the hour. Just knowing that he's in good hands and professional hands that I can trust. I feel like just being able to see and celebrate the strength and the progress that he's making really gives us a different perspective on being Liam's parents, because a lot of times we're always given the negative, like, oh, he's struggling with this, and that's what we end up hyper focusing on is what he can't do. But in Brain Balance, it's kind of like they reverse the script on you, and they're telling you, okay, this is where he started, but look how much he's progressed. Before Brain Balance, whenever he got invited to a peer's birthday party, it was really heartbreaking because we could not stay there for more than anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. It was just too overwhelming. He was triggered by something. He would have meltdowns and say he wanted to go home. And it was just sad because I, as a mom, want him to enjoy these celebrations with his peers, but he's just not able to. About 3 to 4 months into Brain Balance program, he started to be more interested in his peers. I've noticed when we go to playgrounds, he's watching other kids, whereas before he never did that. And now when we go to peers' birthday parties, we're able to enjoy the entire birthday. Now it's hard to get him out of the birthday party. It's okay, it's time to go home. But he really enjoys just being a kid, which I think is very appropriate for a child to just not be so hindered and held back from overstimulation and just be in the moment and enjoy it with his peers. And that's what we have been seeing. He's also been a little bit more on the clumsier side, but now he's riding 2-wheel bicycles all by himself. He goes really fast, which now is another level of fear that I have, but he's just zipping through. He's learning to control his gross motor skills, that cognitive skill. Even when we're outside, if I tell Liam to stop before we cross the parking lot, he will stop, which is really a huge progress, because before he would just bolt. The fact that he's able to follow instructions, hold back his impulse to want to run, all of that I think plays a role in how his brain is operating and how much he's just making these connections. And I think a lot has to do with brain balance because of all the specific targeted exercises we are doing. Brain balance goes above and beyond for us as a family, because when we started his school year this year, his whole education team was new. And it was really hard for them to understand and meet Liam where he was. And when I had expressed this, Mary Beth decided to come to the IEP meeting and help explain who Liam is, how he works. Now that we have all the appropriate accommodations for him on his IEP, he is thriving in school, and he is able to stay focused and keep engaged in his schoolwork. He's testing really well. He's finally being able to demonstrate and portray all this knowledge that he's been kind of holding on and wasn't able to show because his nervous system was so dysregulated. And now he's just so much more calmer. He's more in control. He's just overall very balanced. And I think even his room teacher told me the Liam that she sees now versus how he was in August, the beginning of the school year, is like a total new kid. I think if, as a parent, you're on the fence about trying, I really think you should just have faith and jump in, because you really can't go wrong. Working towards strengthening a weakness that may be a barrier to your child from really thriving and becoming and showing who they truly are. I believe Liam had a lot of barriers that prevented him from being able to do a lot of daily tasks. And after a year of brain balance and just continual support, I feel like he is really a new kid. The transformation is huge. It is an investment, but I think it's worth every penny, and not only just for your child, but as a family too, because when I was feeling hopeless and desperate at one point, just the numerous resources that was given to me, the kind words and the support that was given, I think has really helped shape my confidence as a mom too. To have like a big cheer squad from Brain Balance and help carry us through those hard, challenging moments, and then celebrate all the wins, no matter how small or big they are. Now that we're in the mastery phase and we only come once a month, I think that's like the only downfall, because like he wants to come more. Yeah. I am very happy of the choice that I made of enrolling him, and it just really has given us hope that Liam will continue to soar. We're very confident that this program has really given us that boost of hope for us as a family, that, you know, the potential is endless for Liam.